Hey everybody. So I know I bounce around a lot with my content. Like I have done video game videos before. Some of them are super popular. Some of them get like 20,000 views. Some of them get 2 views. But anyways, this is design related. I wanted to see what you guys would think of some Sims 4 content. Um, like YouTube doesn't pay me anything. This is just like a hobby vlog for me. Odyssey pays me, but YouTube just So all right, I'll stop rambling. Let's get on with this. So this is something that I really like about The Sims is doing design stuff, like doing architecture kind of stuff. Um, what I wanted to show you was I have a few different designs where we're in Brindleton Bay, which is an expansion that came with cats and dogs, and I've been slowly like bulldozing everything here and then replacing it with my own modern architecture. But it's just a nice place. Um, so I'll show you a few attempts that I did to try and kind of do this thing, which is like a modern design with a basement walkout. So this is not actually technically a basement walkout. But this is one way that you can sort of do something that looks like a basement walkout. So this is a row home design. So I actually lived in a place. This was like the first, uh, the first like proper, the first house that I had that wasn't a condo. And I've lived in places like this most of my adult life. Like I'm the president of my HOA right now, and I live in another uh, um, row home, or townhome thing. I like places like this. But anyways, so um, this is this is a very common design that you would see. Like you see places like this all over the place in Denver, where I used to live. It's very very common. So what they do is they will like gentrify an area, or like do development, and then somebody will come in and they'll just kind of bulldoze a whole bunch of little bungalows, and they'll build these like 3-story kind of things with basement walkouts. So the place that I lived in had something very similar to this, but this area there wasn't a pool. This was our common driveway, and then we had like our garages down here on the like basement level. So you would have like a little office, and then a connected garage that was under the the main house with a basement walkout, and then the side um, of the house was a hill that was sloped up like this, right? So I really like that. I like that a lot. So I wanted to kind of replicate that in The Sims. But doing a basement walkout is very, very problematic in The Sims. And I'll get to that in a minute. I'll show you why. So this was like my first attempt, and this is not a proper basement walkout. A proper basement walkout, you would have a door right here that goes out, and then this area would be open, right? But this is one of my attempts. So, but that's one way that you can do it, is you can raise up your foundation, and then you can kind of you can use the terrain tool to make like a hill around it. You can use this like flatten, or you can raise up the terrain using the raised terrain tool around your building, and then flatten it if you have this raised foundation. But the thing is that The Sims will not let you put windows onto a basement. Well, I have move objects on, so technically it will, but if we put that on there, it's not going to show any light. There isn't going to be any light that comes through from that. So in order to do that, you have to actually do a proper cutout basement walkout, right? So let me show you another attempt. Back to Brindleton Bay. All right, so this is another attempt to do a different type of basement walkout. So you can see that this one, similar design. So you have the first floor, the basement floor is going to have this is more like what you would actually see, like kind of like a lot of the modern architecture going up around where I live. So this is like you have these windows down here, and then with the basement walkout, there is a proper walkout. There is a door there, right? It goes out into a little common area, a little convivial common area, right? And then you have the little steps that go up to the first floor, and on the first floor, you're gonna have your open floor plan kitchen, bathroom, and dining area. That's all just gonna be kind of open floor plan, right? And then you're gonna have your either like a bedroom. You could have like a bedroom upstairs, or like a little party room, kind of like common, or I don't know, yeah, party room, I guess. So this is a proper basement walkout, right? But this is another thing that this is the part that's problematic when you're doing basement walkouts in The Sims, right? So if you looked up this video, this is probably what you've experienced, in like part of why you are watching this video, right? Is because when you do a first floor like this, and then you try to drop it into the ground, you get these little things here. It won't let you just drop the building right into the ground, right? It makes this nasty gash along the side. So what I've done is tried my best to hide the little gash. So one thing that you can do is hide it, with shrubs like that, and little half walls like these. But in fact, I could make these a little taller even. Let's see if I do a half wall to hide that a little better. There, that was good. Just to hide that nasty gash thing, right? So that looks pretty good. Like that really does hide it well. And then, but you have to go around, and then you have to put these little shrubs like all around, all along the sides. And then I think that I did turn move objects on to get these to basically to just line the whole thing, the whole sides with shrubs, so that so that it would hide that gash thing better. And also to make this little entry thing, you can't connect this. Like, there might be a way. Like, in fact, let me just try that real quick. There might be a workaround. Oops. Oh, okay, that actually works. So yeah, like it doesn't want to let you connect this. Like, it doesn't want to let you put a little wall in there to hide that. So what you can do is you can just draw like a single little wall, and then you can select it, and you can move it, just kind of finagle it into position right there, right, to kind of hide that. Hide that little spot, and then I can, leave the shrubs in here to hide that. But it's still kind of clipping a little bit. But that looks better. So that's another way that you can do it, right? But it's still not an actual proper basement walkout. Put that on the wrong side. I have to do it. I have to do it now that I'm doing it. Yeah, so, okay, now after I put that in there, then it wants to cut out this little gash thing right here. So, it's problematic, right? Doing a little stupid basement walkout in The Sims. So, let me show you. There's one other way, right? I can show you another one that kind of maybe does a little bit better job of hiding the oh, maybe I don't have that one here. Yeah, I have to grab that one off the gallery. Okay, so here's another one that uses that similar kind of trick to hide things, but it does a little bit better job of it. Yeah, this one you can barely even see it. Like you can hardly see it at all. Any of that little that gash thing. And this is actually like a really kind of successful design for my Sims, the ones that actually live in this. They just love to do like figure eights around here. Like they go, they go in here, up the stairs, around, and then up here and around, and they love this these townhomes. So this is another design, and then this, I would love to live in a place like this. But this place has like possibly eight bedrooms, 8 full baths, and 4 half baths. And then I really like these little common kind of convivial areas that like force people to interact, like they can grill out, or they can go swimming down here. So, but what this does is it hides all of the little gashes with like either stairs or privacy hedges or just these little hedges, right? This is actually this is my most successful, or sorry, my most popular download on the gallery too. So, but this just, you know, does a much better job of hiding it because the angles are a little bit cleaner, so it's a little bit easier to hide. So, you know, again, that's another way that you can do a basement walkout, and I'm going to show you how I, like, kind of step by step how to do this. I just wanted to show you some of these designs first. So anyways, yeah, there's one more, or this is like kind of, this is another way to do a proper basement walkout. I'll show you a couple more designs really quick. Bear with me. Okay, so here we have another proper basement walkout, and this is the real deal. But this is much more problematic in The Sims because The Sims just does not want to let you do this. There are some workarounds to it though. So we'll get into it, but this is the, you know, like the final kind of proper basement walkout townhome design. So, you know, again, like, I love this kind of architecture. I love living in places like this. I wish that we had a little swimming pool. Well, maybe not a swimming pool, but something like this, you know, like where I live now. But I love these kind of designs. But this is, you know, this is another one that has, this is actually inspired by the townhomes that are across the street from me, because I just think they're really attractive. But yeah, you know, you've got your little common, like your little rooftop deck kind of party area thing. You've got your bedrooms and full bath. Like this one, I think this one only has, oh no, it does have 2 full bedrooms, two full baths and a half. But this is, you know, a proper basement walkout townhome kind of concept with a common area. But this is the thing that the Sims just does not want to let you do, is cut out the top off of a basement and do things like this, where this is the ground floor, and then the cutout thing is what's really hard to do, or it just doesn't want to let you do it. So I'll show you one other design just real quick, in case you're not into townhomes. You don't like townhomes, you're weird. You like cutting grass, and you like, you know, doing all that stuff by yourself. So this is another little design that I did that's more private, but still kind of uses the basement walkout thing, because I just love, I love basement walkouts. So again, you know, modern design. This is my witch house. A lot of my Sims are into their magic casters, just because it's a lot of fun to play a caster in The Sims. But yeah, so my witch lives here, and then she is into like botany and gardening and, you know, potion making and all that. But she has some privacy down here to do her potion stuff and like flower arranging and all that, right? And again, you know, this one has like 2 full bathrooms, or two and a half bathrooms, and then this one is kind of an afterthought, and then maybe like her daughter lives up here, I guess. But yeah, like, again, you know, I really like these kind of modern design, like clean lines And then I love the basement walkout, and I love the loft thing with lots and lots of light. So anyways, yeah, that's the last one. So now I want to show you how you actually do this, right? So we'll back out and we'll go to a fresh lot. Okay, so here we've got this small lot, you know, and I've been bulldozing everything in Brendleton Bay anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bulldoze it. I do want to live in this place. It's so nice. So, okay. If we're gonna do a basement walkout, right? Here's the things that are problematic when you try to build these, right? So you've got your first floor, and then this we can put a basement in, right? So here's our basement, and here's our first floor. If we try to raise the basement up, then this happens. You get this like foundation, this like exposed foundation, and even if you have move objects on, it still doesn't want to let you put a window in there. It just won't let you do it. Yeah. Or let's see. I guess that kind of works. Did I just figure out how to do that? No. That's that. It doesn't even show. It doesn't show on the outside, but somehow it's letting light in. So I guess that's a trick with move objects, but it doesn't show on the outside, so that's not good enough. So and then if you try to drop it down, right? If you try to I'm just gonna bulldoze everything again. If you try to do a first floor, which will let you put windows on it, you know, of course, and then drop that down into the ground, then you get these things, these trenches along the sides, right? So the one thing that you can do is you can put hedges in around it, and this is even like a base game without move objects on. You can still, in fact, okay, I'll just turn move objects off. Okay, so move objects is off, right? It'll even let me do it. It'll even let me put the little shrubs in there with move objects off. Which, you know, I mean, there's something to be said for that, because with move objects on, sometimes you can have things where things can collide, and like your Sims will tell you that they can't go somewhere or something because something's in the way, and then you can't even see it. You don't know what it is. So, but that's one way to, you know, hide that little edge. Another thing that you can do is you can do a half gable roof, and this is, I don't like this. I think this is just, it doesn't look very good to me. But it does hide the it does hide it, right? so we take off the little edges of the roof, and then we resize it so that it's put it up here. We resize it so that it's 1 square wide, and then however many high your floor is, and then you can drop that in. I have to turn move objects back on. Okay. So you can drop that in. Oh, it doesn't even want to let me do it now. You can drop that in, and then it will hide the hide that edge. But then if you put windows on it, yeah, it doesn't even want to let me make that high enough to actually do that. But then if I put windows on here, then when I go inside, what I see is the roof showing through, right? So that's not good enough. But you can do like a pretty good job of hiding these, depending on what you do, because like you can hide these the transitions, the in between floors with stairs and stuff. And then like if they're going straight up to the floor like this, then it does hide it. The one build that I had where it had the platform there, that was because there was like a patio kind of thing. That was why it didn't want to like connect. And then you can do like one of these where you can like twist the stairs and stuff. Come on. Yeah, there. I guess that's not high enough, but it does a pretty convincing job of hiding that little edge. And then if I drop in some shrubs along there, then that looks really good. And I do have move objects back on, but you don't need that. You don't need to have that on to do this. So that does a pretty convincing, does a pretty convincing job of hiding it, right? So, but there is a way, there's a way to do a proper basement walkout. You just need to get a little bit more creative. So this is the thing that I really struggled with when I was doing these, because I just couldn't figure it out. I watched, there's other videos on YouTube, but mine's better. So what we can do is we drop in our basement, right? And then what it doesn't want to let you do is if you draw a basement, it doesn't, and then you try to, well, maybe actually, well, I guess it does. It doesn't, when you, it's not very intuitive how they do that. Like, usually if you want to take out a floor, you can just take out a floor, right? Or you can draw it in. So it, it should be like that, right? Where you can just draw in a floor and then just put that in. But they don't want you to do that. So I don't know why they don't want to let us be so creative in The Sims. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just drag this basement out, right? And then it doesn't want to just let me remove the floor. But if I go over here to this edge and then highlight the edge and then say remove ceiling, or wait, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a wall in right here where I want it. There. Yeah. What we can do is just click on this part on the side, and then it gives you the option of removing the ceiling. So you can have your little drop down walkout basement privacy, thing. And then you can even, like, if you want to, you can even put a pool down in your basement, like on the do a basement, a subfloor. So like you can do that if you want, and like you could put a pool up on like this level, and then if you have move objects on, then you can even put like windows going out to your pool like that. So that's a pretty cool thing, like if you wanted to have like a little underground whatever layer, and then have like a swimming pool, where you can see the see people swimming, I guess. But like there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with that, like doing the basement walkout, or with move objects, and then putting floors in and stuff like that. So, oh, I forgot I bulldozed that floor. But that's the trick, is that you have to draw in your basement, and then go along the side. Draw in your basement, and then you click here on the side on this little part right here that lights up, and then you remove the ceiling. So it took me forever to find that out. I had to watch somebody else's video to figure it out. But yeah, I hope that helps you out, and I hope that you guys do your own drop-down basement or walkout basement, and I hope you guys enjoy doing some Sims content. Let me know if it's something that you guys are interested in. I know that I mostly do like painting and stuff on the channel, but I do love The Sims. Like, I play a lot of this game. I really enjoy it. So let me know if you want to see more of this stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.